First is that what is the S4 HANA? When we are talking about the SAP S4 HANA, the first come is that what is the S4 HANA? First thing is that it is the next generation business suite and optimized for the SAP in memory SAP HANA database. That means it used the SAP HANA database. Earlier it was using the other database, but now right now in S4 HANA, SAP has also introduced their own database system that is called HANA, and all the systems, SAP systems has using the HANA database itself, and business suite. Even R3 was also business suite, but that one was also using the different types of the this one database. But right now, whatever the business suite that is the CRM business CRM or SRM, even Concur and other system, whatever the system is there, all system are using the HANA database itself. And second thing is that what is the in memory. So earlier we are using the index, total table, index table like that. So these are the things has totally obsolete in S4 HANA system, and we system and this one SAP has removed all the total table and index table uh, table which we are using in the R3 system or ECC system. And all the things total and index all the things are calculating on in fly itself, and all the data is storing in the memory. That's why the system is too much fast, and response time is too much fast than the ECC system. Second, and now it is coming the S. What is the S? The S is stands for the business suite, which is completely and reimagined suite. As I told you that earlier it was using the different database, but right now all the business suites are using the HANA database itself. Four is the stand for the version of the SAP. It is succeeded by earlier it was the R2, then it's come R3, and then it is ECC, and now it's come the fourth version is the S4 HANA. Okay, and HANA is the basically database which use the in-memory features. Okay. Now, what is the features or benefits of the S4 HANA? The first thing is that massive simplification. When we are talking about the ECC system or R3 system, there are a lot of tables, lot of information, even information are storing in the multiple tables. But in S4 HANA, there is a single table, single source of truth. It is called as a single source of truth. That means all the, yeah.
Jaji, you will have to look whether anybody has raised their hand. In fact, I have raised my hand. Okay.
Okay.
Just before you plunge into S4 HANA, you have made one drawing of R3. You know, you have that still with you.
Yeah. That I am coming after giving this one.
Okay, because you explained about R3 with the 3-tier architecture, then you come to S4 HANA. Explain that also, because people will be able to immediately relate whenever you want. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so okay, let me do that. Actually, I have not prepared that slide right now. Okay.
You can draw. No, you draw it within 2 minutes.
Yeah, that I can do.
Then they will be able to appreciate the S4 HANA features. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Friends, let us have a look at this R3 features, and then you will be able to appreciate the S4 HANA. In fact, it was initially R2 relational thing, and then now it has become a 3-tier. He will be able to explain then why the in-memory S4 HANA is very fast when compared to R3, and we also should understand why we are directly talking about S4 HANA in this session is. Jaji, you please correct me if I am wrong. SAP will be discontinuing ECC and R3 structure from after 2025. Am I right, Mr. Jha?
ECC, yes.
Yeah, they will be moving. They will be moving to S4 HANA from 2025. Okay. So that is why we thought we will prepare. Already, Mr. Joy is with on S4 HANA right from the beginning when it started taking shape from 2015. I'm talking 6 years back. That is what. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, just let me know once you are able to see my screen.
Your screen is visible, Jaji.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, just I am explaining here what is the R3, and then I will come to the next point. R3. SAP R3. This one is the database server. Base server. This one is the application server. And this is the front end system. That is your PC. PC or laptop. This is the basically first main database server is the database server where all the data are stored, and and after that we have the multiple application server, and we have so many users end users who is actually using the system. So what is the link? Basically when it is the two direction. Okay, just I'm giving you data is flowing like this way, two-way direction. It is not like the single one. In the database system, whatever we are processing or we have entered the data in the system, SAP system, all are stored in the database system. And now second server is the called application server. Application, we have the multiple application server, and then it is the front end system where user are accessing the SAP through the GUI. That is the SAP login pad. Okay. So when we are working in our PC or our system, basically we are not accessing the system, we are accessing the application server, and through the application server we are posting the document, and and then application server is updating in the database server. We are not directly logging into the database server. Why? Because there is the risk. If all the user will log in into the directly into the database server, then database server may be corrupt due to load. and why how we are why multiple application server is required. That when we are executing, or when we are executing the report, or when we are processing the
Jaji, your voice has gone off.
the document which is already posted. If you hello, hello, hello. Hello.
Now it is audible. Please go ahead. Please go ahead, Jaji.
Okay. So now application server, basically it is module specific, and we are splitting based on the load of the module. So just I am telling you example one will be maybe the FICO, and when and all the FICO related users have the given the access to the application server. That means when they are processing the transaction, when they are executing the reports, the information will be related to FICO only. And what does the application server will do? From the database system, application server will fetch the information related to FICO, and then they will store in the application server. Okay, and so that even some other user, if they are going to use that report, or even part of the information is required for the other user, or even in the same user, in that case system will directly fetch the data from the application server and able to uh, generate the report. If the information is not there in the application server, then again it will go to the database and fetch from the database. All the user related to those module has the given the specific server. If you to GUI, it is not directly go to the database.
Friends,
going to the application server, and
Jaji,
then go to the database server. Data is
Jaji,
going to the
Jaji, 8 minutes, please. Friends, this is a technology in which the SAP R3 system was working. I think,
okay.
I do not know if
everybody. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, 1 second, Jaji. I don't know whether everybody could hear properly what Mr. Jha was telling. And there are the three systems. There is a database server, application server, and your front end, which is a graphical user interface, which is available in your laptop. So this is what he was explaining. For each and every application, what we saw, FICO, SD, PP, we were seeing, all of them will go through this application server. That is what he was explaining. Mr. Jaji, your mic goes off sometimes and then comes in. Okay, in case it goes off, I will raise my hand so that you can understand. Okay, yeah, please proceed, okay. Mr. Jha.
Okay, thank you. Now, are you able to see my this one? Yeah. Are you able to see my? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we are able to see. I have raised my hand.
Yeah. I've seen you. Yes, I've seen it. Okay. So now I'm coming to again the S4 HANA system, and now what are the benefit and what are the features in SAP HANA system? The first is that the HANA system is the massive simplification and innovation has done in S4 HANA system. What are the simplification done by the SAP in S4 HANA system? So earlier there are a lot of tables or data scattered even within the FICO itself. Material information material ledger activated, the material ledger information is all information are related to material ledger are stored in the separate table. If assets accounting are storing in the separate, there are separate sets of table. There they are storing the data, and FICO have a separate table. Like that, CO has the separate table. And at the end of the period or month end closing, we have to reconcile all the things. Otherwise, we cannot proceed for the next thing because all are integrated. Just like I am giving the example, for the assets accounting. In the assets accounting, every asset is linked with the GL account, and that we have to do the reconciliation. The total individual assets balance must be tallied with the our GL account. Total of the our GL account which is related to assets. So that reconciliation program is already there, is there in R3 system. But what is his problem is there? At the period end closing, when we are rushed to close the our period, in that time we have to do these activity. We have to reconcile, and if it is not reconciled, then we have to take the corrective action, and then that was the time consuming. Okay, so that all the things has been removed from the in S4 HANA system, and just like the index aggregate table and all the things has been removed, and all the information are stored in a single data single table. Whether it is irrespective of whether information is related to CA, CO, material ledger, assets accounting, and other things. Okay, so these are the things which is already there. And second is that it is the in memory. And earlier when we are talking about the ECC or R3 system, when we are executing the program or report in the table, data table, system is checking the records row by row, and it was that means if there is the massive document in the table, the system was checking each row, and it was the time consuming. But in S4 HANA system, in memory platform, it is accessing the data in column fashion. That means it will filter the data based on the column, just like the Excel sheet. I am giving the example of Excel sheet. We are in the column fashion, we are just filtering, and we are able to get the information very quickly instead of checking all the things in the row by row. That is the one thing. Then next is the Fury UX. That is the Fury is the one of the portal web portal, and through which we are able to access the SAP system. Earlier in SEC or R3 system, we have the GUI. We have to install the GUI in our PC or laptop, and through that we are able to access the
Jaji, you are not being heard. सुन नहीं पा रहे हैं हम लोग. Jaji. Yeah, Mr. Jai is adjusting his microphone. Please be on the line.
Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yes, please.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes, we are able to hear you.
There is some network issue today, maybe due to that
Yeah,
reason.
please proceed.
Problem is coming. So, yeah. So now the Fury apps we can install in our, we can access through the Fury through our laptop, mobile, even and this one, what is tablets and all those anywhere, we can just मोबाइल में प्रेजेंटेशन नहीं है मेरे पास। हाँ, मोबाइल में हम बात कर सकते हैं। हाँ, हाँ। नहीं तो ऐसा करते हैं सर, जस्ट आप शेयर कर दीजिए, मैं आप ही का स्क्रीन देख के मैं आगे बताते जाता। नहीं, 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 मैं मोबाइल को भी कनेक्ट करके रखता हूँ और आप ये प्रेजेंटेशन को भी। ओके, थैंक यू। Yes, yes, I'm coming out from there.
Friends, he has got an issue on the this one, so I will share the content and then you will be able to explain. Yeah, Mr. Jaji, you can come out of the sharing. I will
Yes.
take on. I will share the this one.
Yeah, I have stopped, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Jaji, you can now speak. I will show this one. You are telling before I get into the this one. You may please continue. You can talk in between. I will open the this one. Whatever you wanted to say about S4 HANA, you may please continue to speak. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. And now, mm, the, there are a lot of things which has already earlier there was a separate vendor, and we are integrating the system, and that one is acquired by the SAP, and now it is the part of the SAP itself, just like the Ariba network, which is one is developed by SAP. Concur, earlier it was the separate vendor, but now it is integrated with the SAP. SAP acquired the Concur, and they have developed all the feature of the Concur.